Thank you, Dr. Khanna. With this, now I invite our Honorable President, South Asian University, Professor K.K. Agarwal, for his presidential remarks. Professor K.K. Agarwal.
From the university and friends from the press, let me first of all welcome all the guests very wholeheartedly to the most beautiful campus of South Asian University. Some of you would recall I addressed you last year from an outside building, and I invited you to see the campus, but the way life is in Delhi, nobody probably found time to visit the campus. Only very few could make it. Maybe 15-20 people I saw during the year for the campus. Then we thought this year let's sort of persuade you to come physically to the campus of the university to have a feel of it. Because virtual tour has its own meaning, but physical tour of the campus has its own meaning. So I wholeheartedly welcome you on behalf of everyone in the SAU family to this great campus. It's a pollution-free campus, very vast campus, very nicely built at a very heavy cost by the government of India to make sure that we set up a role model university not only for Indian students but for the students from all SAARC countries. Many of the details have been given to you by my colleagues, and that's how I work. I work much less and my colleagues do so more work that they tell you everything which has to be told. I will only highlight a few salient features which we have tried to incorporate during the year for this year admission. Last year was practically our first year on the campus, and we could increase the number of students from 600 to something like 967. This year we definitely plan to take this number beyond 1500 to make sure that the campus is more vibrant, campus is more utilized. In this university we are trying to make sure that on one hand the step which India has taken for national education policy is implemented to the extent possible, and also use our deregulation, as the Honorable Prime Minister says, to make sure that we can do what even others may find it difficult. At the same time, we also ensure that we have the mandate of respecting the requirements of all South Asian countries, SAARC countries, and we should live up to that. So what we have done is we have continued with all what we were doing. Last year we started BTech, this year we are going to enhance it many-fold in many different diverse specializations, which has been already elaborated by my colleagues. The purpose is to fulfill the needs of this country as well as SAARC countries to the extent possible. Then we are embarking on some very unique things. One of the science course which we intend to start, which Dr. Pankaj Jain has highlighted. We have observed during this last 1 or 2 decades, the students of science are compartmentalizing themselves very, very solidly. If I know physics, I only know physics. If I know only bio, I know only bio. And that is why most of the real problems of science are not being able to be attempted by these students. So we are making an experiment which has been talked all over the world. Many good universities in the world have it, and we are starting a interdisciplinary science program, starting with all the 4 main subjects of science, and then it will be tailor-made as per the requirement of the students. So it's a step towards what we call as design your own degree. The science student will be able to design his or her degree as he goes along. We make the base very broad, and then we pyramid is as per his or her wishes. That's an experiment which we'll be doing today, and I'm very, very hopeful that the type of good media support we got the last year, which has taken us to this point, because you would all appreciate media support is equally necessary for all of us as the societal support. This will continue for this program. I have talked to most of the most eminent scientists in the country, and they all look forward to this with great enthusiasm. Next thing which we are embarking is integrated courses on BBA, MBA, BSMS, so that the student doesn't have to go through the rigor of uncertainty all the time. He or she is sure of what is doing. Third thing which we are trying to make sure is that this university was crafted for all the SAARC countries, and interdisciplinary studies was our focus. We have set up a Center for Climate Change, Green Transition and Sustainability. We are intending to start the first full-time course here in this center on MS in Climate Change and Sustainability. The curriculum is being designed by best of the experts, and the faculty which is intended to teach in this course comprises of former ambassadors, former secretaries, head of the United Nations Environmental Program will be a faculty, head of the Climate Change Advisor to the United States will be a faculty. So we are trying to make this program very vibrant for the entire SAARC region. We have reinvigorated our Institution of South Asian Studies, which was one of the primary objectives of this university. The students know about the entire region, in addition to India, of course. And to do that, we are floating many 1-credit courses, 2-credit courses in the evenings, and the student can choose. Even if any other student cannot design his or her degree completely, but he or she can certainly design about 20 to 25% of the degree by themselves. Because we believe learning many things is very important and in today's world, and we are going in that direction. Friends, Dr. Jain has already emphasized on executive MBA and executive PhD. Because we believe sometimes you have to go to work for whatever reasons. Many of you media professionals must have also done that. And at some stage we feel that PhD would have been desirable. And at that time, to come through an entrance test and do these, you don't need scholarships, you don't need money, but you need guidance and make sure that you can grow in profession. I was consultant to Defense and Space, and I observed many of the very senior scientists, they can't publish because of the confidentiality of the work which they're doing. But they still believe in getting a PhD degree if they can. Because a PhD degree today has become a sort of entry for 10 years of second career of professional life. And that's very, very important. To take care of that, we have started Executive PhD, where we will be more guided by your capability, which you have acquired by years of experience, rather than through the syllabi, and try to build up on that. Similarly, Executive MBA. Finally, friends, we believe, as you know, in NEP we have embarked on the GER to be 50% in very few years, which is obviously not possible without the online education. Therefore, we are also embarking upon virtual campus of the university, where we go in for online education. Just to make an experiment, in this January we started the virtual campus with one course, MS in Data Science and AI, and with just 40 students. But I'm so happy to report and share with all of you that all these 40 students, or most of these 40 students, are very senior professionals who have joined this course. when I was interacting with all the students of this virtual campus, I found a senior lady from Chicago is joining this course. She's staying next door to Illinois Institute of Technology, University of Illinois, but she chooses SAU to enroll for this course. That gives us a hope and a confidence that in this university we can still attract the best students, and that will be our aim always. Numbers, yes, because we need it for this country, we need it for the SAARC region, but more than the numbers, we get the better students, we get the best of faculty which we have, and we provide best of the infrastructure to make sure that we can serve this great country and also this region where the academic leadership of India is by and large a natural process which this university will help to translate. One of the objectives of this university was also to try and make sure that our countries are culturally closer, socially closer, which is natural, and whatever little humble bit we are able to do, we will continue to try. 15 days ago, we organized a library summit inviting librarians from all over the world and mostly from SAARC countries. And you will be happy to know that in a young university like this, 50 people from abroad came at their own cost to attend this library summit. And we believe that diplomacy is done at several levels. Well, political word is political word, administrative, financial, diplomacy will continue. But as a university, let's take a lead in academic diplomacy, library diplomacy, conferences, so that we can bring the world closer together by academic enterprises rather than otherwise. In our Institution of South Asian Studies, we have a research advisory board comprising of the most eminent people from all the SAARC countries. And it's going to be very, very active very soon. We'll continue to move ahead in that direction. Friends, I will be happy to share with you, on 7th of January, we had the governing board meeting here. It was so happy that all the members from all the countries came physically to attend the meeting. And this meeting could be held in very cordial environment, very important decisions taken. And if I see that, I'm sure we are on the right direction. I contacted Software Technology Parks of India, and they have promised me that they will set up the best center in the country in the campus of the South Asian University. And Ministry of External Affairs is also requesting them to do that. And that will give our students of BTech and management a lot of new ideas in entrepreneurship and innovation, which is the necessity for any educational enterprise. I see some of you have been seeing me earlier in IB University also, and we like to take that journey much forward. Virtual campus has already been described what courses we have. I like to just request you for one thing, that whenever you feel, any of you feel you have a new requirement because you talk to all the academic world of many universities, just feel free to let us know. We will certainly examine anything which comes from the society to make sure can we do that. I am working with professional societies, the Institution of Engineers, Institution of Electronics and Telecom Engineers, and we are designing a diploma in cutting edge technologies, which we may launch very soon with the help of a professional engineer, Institution of Electronics and Telecom Engineers. Because I believe universities are for students, universities are also for a lot of continuing education to the professionals, a concept which has been much less in this country. We want to revive this, and continuing education has to go on. I remember when I was Vice Chancellor of IB University, I was addressing doctors. I said, when you give medicine to a patient, you say, देख लेना medicine expired तो नहीं है. Have you made sure your knowledge is not expired? Because we don't bother about our knowledge shelf life. So we'll do a lot of continuing education to make sure that the universities become relevant to the professionals to continue the work. So friends, these are some of the things which we are embarking on starting this year and continue, and also make sure that this beautiful campus is inhabited by more students. Our utilization becomes higher for India as well as other countries. With these few remarks, I once again welcome you all. Grateful to you all for coming up in large numbers. Let me be honest with you, we never expected that we will have so many. I assure you, next year we'll have you in a bigger room where you won't have to stand and you will be able to cover us there. I apologize for any inconvenience in the process and hope that your support will remain with us forever. Thank you very much. So nice of you.
Thank you, Honorable President Professor K.K. Agarwal. And with this, I now invite our President to launch our website. Professor Agarwal. Thank you. Can I now invite Professor Agarwal and other dignitaries to formally launch our brochure. Thank you. Thank you. With this, we open up the floor for question and answers. I would request you to kindly just briefly introduce yourself. We'll take a couple of questions together and then move on. So you can just raise your hand and just we'll come to you. Yes, sir, please. Your name and your organization, please.
I, Harish Upadhyay from Reader's Message in Newspaper. First of all, I counted Professor Agarwal for his dynamic leadership and management with his team. My question is that today's climate changing is a burning and global issue. So how many students have been studying in this stream?
At the moment, no student is studying. We just started this center. The first course we are launching this year. So in July we will have. We are starting with 30 seats because I agree with you. It's an issue which probably requires maybe 3,000 seats. There could be universities now in climate change, but to make sure of our strengths and resources, we are starting with 30 seats only, and we are trying to remodel this course that the first year will be coursework, second year could be more field work. And as I told you, ambassadors, senior universities, senior officers have come forward to be a part of this course. We will also start executive PhD in this course. If we are able to get the intellectual response, next year we will increase the seats. But what you are trying to say is we will take up not only studies in this center to come up with meaningful results, because this is a problem with which now we can't have the luxury of waiting for. We will have to act, and particularly the capital town of Delhi, a lot has to be done. I'm in touch with some MPs to see how we can move at the national level. Europe Parliament created a law just 3 months ago that the natural law should be revived. Now, if Europe can think natural law has to be revived, India, for which natural law was always very important, so we are working in that direction also. We'll work in many directions, but as far as numbers are concerned, we'll have to move it soon.
Sanjay Arya, whether you getting full support from government side, you are satisfied?
Well, I'm never satisfied with this because I need more.
Thank you.
So therefore, we will need more. I need more from you. I need more from society. I need more from governments. But if we get X, we will get an X. That's for sure.
Thank you. Can I just, yes, please, your name and your organization, please.
So good afternoon, this is Sanjay Agarwal from World News 24/7. So we've been here earlier and I want to ask you that SCU, whatever courses you're offering, so the end of the day it's about placements. So what is the campus placement scene at SCU? Because all the nations are there and where are these students going to be absorbed?
Till years, this university only had PhD and post-graduation. BTech has been started only last year. The placements of this university so far have been phenomenal. Our graduates are there in all over the world, in almost all best universities, in not only in our countries but all over the world, and in good universities in good positions. Now the placement challenge will become little stronger when we have started BTech. We have already taken steps in that direction. We are going to have full training placement cells and all that. But I personally believe placement is automatically good if your knowledge and skills part is good. And we are working in that direction very strongly. It has been only 1 year, and Professor Mori, who is a very eminent person from Bangladesh in computer science and has done his education from PhD and all that. I don't think he has slept for the last 1 year, working on BTech. And we will leave no stone unturned. But I again repeat, more than the placement mechanism is if we can deliver the goods and the industry. I have been a consultant to many industries. I have been retainer consultant to TCS for 25 years. Industry knows where the talent lies. And I think our approach will be more in that direction to make sure it happens. I hope you will not find us wanting.
Thank you. I can see the hand there. Please, just your name and your organization, please. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Shraddha. I'm from Careers 360 News. So there are two questions that I wanted to ask you. So with NEP being implemented at SCU itself, so the UG program becomes 4 years, right? And the other is because obviously SCU is a diverse campus in the sense, if you could provide us some data on the enrollment of students from different countries.
First question, whether NEP will be implemented here or not. See, this university is a common institution for all the 8 countries. So any policy for any country per se will not be translated as such. But I have been a part of NEP implementation and formulation. I think most of the good features of NEP will be implemented here. Because NEP itself is a combination of so many pluses which are required for all the countries. So it will be implemented not in the name of NEP, but in the name of attributes of NEP which are there. Other countries' students, yes, by law we should have 40% students from our countries. There is a little dip. At the moment we have about 20%. Last year we had about 200 students from other countries. We are working in that direction to increase it. Today's 4-year degree program, yes. That is why in this university we have decided that all master's programs will be either 1 year or 2 years, depending upon whether you are coming after 4-year graduation or 3-year graduation. So that flexibility we have built in because some other countries like Bangladesh have already switched. So therefore we have to take care of that. And our own universities will start giving me 4-year product very soon. So we will have a flexible post-graduation.
Thank you, sir. There's a question here. Yes, sir. Your name and your organization.
सर मैं भूपेंद्र नवभार टाइम से सर ये जो आपने अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेज जो शुरू कर रहे हैं पॉपुलर कोर्सेज ऑन डिमांड मार्केट डिमांड कोर्सेज इनमें क्या आपको लगता है कि 7 देशों के स्टूडेंट्स आएंगे या इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स का ही नंबर ज़्यादा रहेगा?
ऐसा है कि जैसे मैंने बताया कि हम बाई लॉ 7 देश के स्टूडेंट्स को ऑफर करेंगे और मेरा ये मानना है कि इस यूनिवर्सिटी का जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है 7 देशों के स्टूडेंट्स को लेने के लिए हमें पूरा एफर्ट करना चाहिए। उसी लिए जो हमने स्टेप्स कर लिए जैसे इंडिया का जेईई भी हम कंसिडर कर लेंगे साउथ के एंट्रेंस टेस्ट के साथ। सिमिलरली हमने कहा कि बांग्लादेश को, नेपाल को, यदि आपका कोई नेशनल एंट्रेंस टेस्ट होता है तो उसको भी हम मान लेंगे, क्योंकि हम ये चाहते हैं कि बच्चे आए उन देशों से ताकि इस यूनिवर्सिटी का जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है वो पूरा हो। नॉट ओनली दैट, मैं तो इस स्टेप पर भी चला गया हूँ कि आपके वहाँ यदि हाईली रैंक यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, आप हमें बता दें कि हमारी ये 3 यूनिवर्सिटियाँ टॉप की हैं, तो उनके टॉपर्स को हम उस टेस्ट को भी मान लेंगे, क्योंकि हम ये कोशिश करेंगे कि जहाँ तक हो सके दूसरे देश के बच्चे आ सके, क्योंकि वो इस यूनिवर्सिटी का एक मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव है। और अदरवाइज हमारे लॉज में यदि सीटें खाली रहेंगी तो इंडिया को जाएंगी। हम तो बच्चों को सुशिक्षित करेंगे, दूसरे देशों को मिल जाए बहुत अच्छा है, नहीं तो भारत के तरफ।
Sir, can I ask a question? Because
Sure.
we can't see
Yeah,
this
sorry.
side.
Okay, please go ahead. Sorry, madam. Go ahead.
So thanks for having us here. I'm Akanksha. I'm from Nepal. I'm a journalist. Sir, because you are here, I just had to ask this question. It seems that all academic institutions are now having different kind of challenges dealing with the students. You have a very vibrant campus with students from across cultural lines, across countries. There have been very unpleasant incidents that has come to light lately. I'm sure you are aware of what happened in Kalinga Institute. And in Kalinga Institute in Odisha, and there are about over 1,100 students there, and because of one incident, all the students were asked to pack and leave, especially the Nepali students. I just wanted to understand, sir, is there any kind of measures that you take in campus which ensures that such incidents do not happen? And also because students are dealing with different kinds of pressure, like mental pressures, for instance. So do you have like counselors in campus, and how do you deal with such incidents? Because it has been playing so much, and it has even caused problems in bilateral relations. And that's why I wanted to ask you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question. It doesn't relate to South Asian University per se, but yes, you're very right that this is a situation. Well, first of all, when the numbers increase, probability of some event here and there increases. Secondly, what flares up, what does not flare up, could be a matter of coincidence at times. And also is sometimes when the dialogue starts missing. I believe if education institutions keep the dialogue going, things do not go out of the proportion. Unfortunate happenings are unfortunate. They will have to be taken care of, lessons learned, preventive actions taken. But if the dialogue is kept, things are under control. So as far as South Asian University is concerned, there has never been an issue of this versus this. Any two students having some difference of opinion is always there, and it has taken sometimes just an hour or sometimes a day to sort it out most of the times. So students is a young youth group full of energy. To handle them will require passionate considerations from the faculty's point of view. And I believe any university, if you can make sure that the faculty's belongingness to the institution is very high, normally such incidents are taken care of, because preventive measures, yes, corrective measures, yes, but a guarantee that an incident never happens will not be possible. But you have to continue to be watchful and take care. It's very unfortunate that just because of two students, this incident grew up to that extent. I won't know the exact details what happened there precisely, but I still believe a little more earlier intervention would happen.
Thank One by one, please. Yes, ma'am. And after.
I'm Vinny Yadav from South Asia Integrated News Network. So my question is just an extension of what she has asked. Above, there has been a demand of a student and teachers body. So is there any work? Been done on that direction in South Asia University?
Which direction?
Like student bodies and teachers body.
Well, we have a non-formal mechanism of students' representation on various committees, and there has been no difficulty. Our next committee has students from all countries, Coastal Committee has students from all countries, Cultural Committee has students from all countries. So there has been, of course, our numbers have been small. About 200 foreign students out of about 1,000. But from that point of view, there has not been any.
Thank you. In the interest of time, sir, can I take 2-3 questions together? Thank you. Yes, please, your name and your organization.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself S.S. Dogra. I am Bureau from Delhi for Himali Magazine, Nepal. My question is, what extra efforts you are putting up to get maximum participation from different countries' students this time?
What I have told, what we have done is, number one, we set up several centers in India. Obviously, I make special efforts. We can't set up too many centers in India. So we have made proctored exam so that every student can now take the exam from his or her home in that country. That is one. Second is we have given a possibility that if you have an entrance test in Nepal, you shall write. We'll accept that. Third is if you are toppers of your institution, we'll accept that. Fourth is we have written to all governing board members, UGC chairman, to widely circulate amongst their schools and colleges that this university is a potential alternative. Because particularly when you talk about Nepal, I have learned and I paid about it that several substandard international universities are like and they are fleecing the children of Nepal for no academic purpose. I am saying you have your own international university. Why don't you make it?
Thank you.
If you can help us now.
I can see a mic here and a couple of hands here, so I'll come to 3 of you. Just please go ahead.
Sir, yes, sir. myself Bansila Rumpa sir. सर जो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में जो पॉलिसीज में जो चेंजिंग की गए हैं, एमफिल का कोर्स बंद कर दिया गया है, एमए के बाद एमफिल का कोर्स बंद कर दिया, एमए के बाद पीएचडी आप सीधे डायरेक्ट कर सकते हैं, और कई चीज़ें एज बिलोंग पे जो है 2 साल का ग्रेप आ जाता है कम से कम। तो क्या यूनिवर्सिटी उसके लिए सभी सब्जेक्ट के लिए तैयार है? क्योंकि 2 साल का ग्रेस बनेगा। बीए अगर आप आज के 18 साल में तो 20 साल का होगा, 20 साल में कर सकेगा। नर्सरी का 7वीं क्लास से एडमिशन लेता है फर्स्ट में, तो आगे जाके 2 साल का उसको पैसे फर्क पड़ेगा ये। कोर्सेज बहुत से बंद कर दिए गए हैं एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में। एमए के बाद आप पीएचडी कर सकते हैं, बहुत सी चीज़ें चेंजिंग की है। तो क्या यूनिवर्सिटी उस बेस पर तैयार है अपनी बेस पर?
ऐसा होता है कि जैसे मैंने बताया कि नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी की ही आप बात कर रहे हैं, मेरा उसमें यहाँ आने से पहले काफ़ी वो इन्वॉल्वमेंट रहा। देखिए, मेरा पर्सनली मानना ये है कि डिग्रीज की बजाय यदि हम कैपेबिलिटीज पर ध्यान दें तो ये सब चीज़ें चाहिए। हमने किसी को पीएचडी में एडमिशन देना है, हमें ये देखना चाहिए क्या वो पीएचडी के लिए तैयार है, वो एमए के बाद भी तैयार हो सकता है। बहुत सी फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटीज में इवन बैचलर के बाद भी पीएचडी में एडमिशन देते हैं। एक बच्चे ने बैचलर का स्टूडेंट होते होते अपने 25 पेज का रिसर्च पेपर लिख के अमेरिका की बहुत सी यूनिवर्सिटी को भेजा और 3 प्रोफेसर ने उसे पीएचडी का ऑफर दे दिया। तो यदि हम डिग्रीज के बजाय रियल फाउंडेशन को एग्जामिन कर सके तो मुझे लगता है कोई नुकसान नहीं है। अब उसको हम ठीक से करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे ये
लेकिन ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में बड़ी दिक्कत आ रही है। सर कोई बीच में सब्जेक्ट छोड़ता है तो उसे नए सब्जेक्ट के लिए तैयारी करनी पड़ेगी, या फिर इस यूनिवर्सिटी को उसके लिए तैयारी करानी पड़ेगी।
सब्जेक्ट आजकल इतने इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी हो रहे हैं, बल्कि मैं तो ये चाहूँगा कि ए सब्जेक्ट का बच्चा आगे बी सब्जेक्ट में जाए। हमारे नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में जो वाइस चेयरमैन थे, आपको मालूम होगा, प्रोफेसर मंजूर भार्गव, ही इज प्रोफेसर ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स एंड प्रोफेसर ऑफ म्यूजिक। आप जरा सोच के देखिए जरा, प्रोफेसर ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स एंड प्रोफेसर ऑफ म्यूजिक, तो इस तरह की संभावनाएं जब सारे विश्व में चल रही हैं तो भारत को क्या दिक्कत है, हमें आगे बढ़ना ही होगा।
Thank you, Professor Agarwal. There's a question here.
प्रदीप कुमार, मलयालम लोग। जैसे एनईटी में बात की जा रही है मल्टीपल एग्जिट, मल्टीपल एंट्री, वो भी सुविधा आप देंगे?
मल्टीपल एंट्री, मल्टीपल, देखिए ऐसा होता है, फिर वही मेरा जवाब है। मल्टीपल एंट्री, मल्टीपल एग्जिट एक बच्चे के लिए फैसिलिटी है। जैसे 5 साल के इंटीग्रेटेड कोर्स में 3 साल के बाद बीएससी, 4 साल के बाद बीएससी ऑनर्स, 5 साल के बाद एमएससी, इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं। इसी तरह से मल्टीपल एंट्री, यदि कोई बच्चा बाहर से बीएससी कर रहा है और उस यूनिवर्सिटी की भी एक्रेडिटेशन है, क्वालिटी सर्टिफिकेशन है, तो लेने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। लेकिन छात्र छात्राओं को सुविधा देना, क्वालिटी को बिना कॉम्प्रोमाइज किए, ये सबका पर्पज होना चाहिए और हमारे लिए।
I can see a couple of hands here. Yes, ma'am.
So, I'm Rajlakshmi Ghosh. I'm from Education Times of India. So, I wanted to know the one-year postgraduate program that you're going to introduce. Is this in the subjects that are already existing, that is in computer science and biotechnology, sociology, in all those disciplines? Which are the areas for which the one-year postgraduate program will be offered to students in the newer campus?
No, one-year postgraduate program will be offered in all our master's programs, provided you have 4-year undergraduate degree. Our issue at the moment was, from India, we have still not produced 4-year graduates. It will take, I think, another 2 years or 1 year. But from Bangladesh, they have already shifted to 4 years. So therefore, to normalize, we thought let us bring in flexibility right now, and the moment Indian graduates come, this will be used much more, but we are preparing ourselves for this, because even why Bangladesh students should spend 1 more year.
Yes.
That was the case.
Thank you.
The existing number of students, one more question. What is the existing number of students at your campus?
Existing number of students as on date is about 967.
Thank you. I can see a hand here. And then I'll come to you, sir. I can see your hand. Yes.
So, this is Vikas Kumar from News Store. I have a very simple question. This is South Asian University. Is there any program for South Asian studies like Chinese, Japanese?
Yes, you're very right. At the moment, full-fledged programs are not there, but our Institution of South Asian Studies have lot many programs on food habits in South Asia. Our mathematics professor has developed a course on mathematical traditions in South Asia. So we have lot many such courses, but yes, in languages we have still to work on. So much so I must admit before, I felt very bad that some of my students from other countries came to me and they said, sir, हमने 3 साल इंडिया में लगा दिए और हमें आपने हिंदी नहीं सिखाई. It's really a valid question. So we will start several languages, maybe to start with 1 credit, 2 credit courses, and then take it forward. But at the moment,
I can see a hand there. Yes, sir. Please just introduce yourself and the organization.
Hello, sir. My name is Dimple sir. Basically, I'm from Kathmandu, from a business outlook. So my question is very such. What about placement?
What about
placement?
Placement.
Yeah.
Now I have already answered. Whatever courses we are running till date, placement is not an issue. I have seen by data, our students and graduates have been placed very well all over the world. BTech, where we are going to take large numbers, and where placement is, if I say more of a trend, we will work for placements very strongly. But once again, I say my approach to placement is make them so strong that placement is not needed. Placement agencies after. That will be the spirit, but we will still work on the placement mechanism also.
There's a question there, please. Yes.
Do you have any student exchange program for all the SAARC nations?
Very valid question. We have discussed this. At the moment, no. We try to deliberate it, but at the moment the volume of the students to make it viable is not happening. The moment I succeed in getting more students from other countries, but this is in our agenda. at least one semester in another country. But we are already on to joint PhDs, that you could have a student in Nepal being guided by one supervisor from Nepal and one supervisor from Nepal. And what I am doing in this direction is, because our students, PhD students, are already working as faculty here, so we are rather trying to work to make a chain reaction. The supervisor here, our student who is now faculty in Nepal, co-supervisor, and the student in Nepal, so that the facilities get developed in other countries also. As how many students can I activate a for all the countries? But if I can facilitate better facilities built up in other countries, that will be greater service. So joint PhDs we have already started.
Thank you. Is there a question this side? Any other last comments or questions? If not, thank you so much. Can I now invite our registrar, Dr. Ravindra Soni, for his remarks. Dr. Soni.
Thank you, Dr. Shweta. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks. In fact, in my lifetime, I have never seen this large gathering of media person, in fact. So thank you all, media person. At the outset, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our visionary, the Honorable President, Professor K.K. Agarwal. Professor Agarwal, who is the founder of IB University and now Southeast University, has laid down a significant milestone today. His foresight and dedication have led to massive expansion plan that we all eagerly anticipate. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your remarkable contribution. I'd like to thank our Vice President, Professor Pankaj Jain, the architect of all academic endeavors of Southeast University, Vice President Dr. Mohuri, who oversees the Computer Science Department. Additionally, my gratitude goes to the third Vice President, Dr. Sanjay Chaturvedi, for his unwavering efforts and support. A special thanks to our dynamic Director of Admission, who worked tirelessly to make this press conference and the launching of Southeast University admission process. Dr. Kavita, your hard work has made today a day possible. Thank you. Thanks a lot to all deans, chairpersons, and faculty of their tremendous efforts. I extend my thanks to all officials from admission section, IT section, engineering section, President's office, Registrar office, Vice President's offices, and other departments of the university for their supports. My deepest appreciation goes to all media personnel from print and electronic media. We are highly grateful to the diligent journalists and media friends who took the time to be here and will be sharing the SAU story across the various platforms. As I already mentioned, the large gathering of press media here, we are highly delighted. Thank you, friends. I request all media officials to help Southeast University achieve international recognition by sharing positive news about the university. Today's launch of admission will be the milestone in the history of SAU and represents a complete U-turn, heralding the takeoff of SAU success story. I also I'd like to thank to Dr. Shweta for taking this entire program very successfully. And thank you all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Soni. With that, we come to the close of this press meet, and we do hope to continue this conversation in differing spaces across the year, as Professor Agarwal underlined. We now invite you all to join us for lunch, and after which will be a campus tour, which will be led by Mr. Ketyal from who's the executive engineer at SAU. I really invite you to visit spaces and corners of our campus because it's a vibrant campus. So, but first, please join us for lunch on the ground floor. Thank you once again to each one of you for taking out time and joining us today at the South Asian University. Thank you once again. Good afternoon, and a very, very warm welcome to each one of you. On behalf of the South Asian University community, I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you here and to all of you who have joined us online from across South Asia. Indeed, it is such a pleasure and privilege to welcome you to our new campus. And as the day marks the announcement of admissions for 2025-2026, and without further delay, I invite our Vice President Academic, Professor Pankaj Jain, to provide an overview of the South Asian University. Professor Pankaj Jain.
A very good morning to all of you. मैं साउथ एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से सभी पत्रकार बंधुओं को यहाँ आने के लिए धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ. We have gathered here today to announce our admission cycle 2025-26. So before taking, without taking much time, let me walk you through the academic ingredients of our university regarding what faculties we have, what departments we have, how many courses we have. So can somebody put the slide, please? So as it is well known by now that the South Asian University is a very special university. It has been established by 8 SAARC member states. Why is it not coming? So the university was established in 2010 by the 8 SAARC member states, and 2 years ago in 23 January we moved to this new campus in a 100-acre beautiful campus, and just after a year after moving here, so we had our new head of the university, Professor K.K. Agarwal. So because of these two things, moving to a new campus, having good space, large space, and a visionary president, during the last 1 year, we expanded like anything. So let me give you the brief that in what capacity we expanded. So coming to the faculty, department and centers, until last year we had 5 faculties: Faculty of Economics, Legal Studies, Life Sciences and Biotechnology, Mathematics and Computer Science, which has 2 departments, Computer Science and Mathematics, and Faculty of Social Sciences, which again has 2 departments, International Relations and Department of Sociology. Last year, less than 1 year, we established new departments and faculties. We started Faculty of Arts and Design, we started Institute of South Asian Studies, we started Center for Climate Change, we also started Center for Excellence in Teaching. And now the plan is in the coming session, we are going to start Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Department of Physics, Department of Chemistry, Department of English. So we can see that whatever we had a year back, so more than that we are going to have in the next year. As for the programs are concerned, until last year we had these 7 master's programs in each of the 7 departments: Applied Mathematics, Biotechnology, Computer Science, Economics, International Relations, Sociology and Legal Studies. And each program was of 2-year duration. Now since the beginning of the NEP, where the undergraduate program will be of 4 years, and also we have seen that in the neighboring SAARC countries, many undergraduate programs are of 4 years. So we have planned to have our master program of 1 year also. So at the same time, we will have 2 year as well as one year program. So those with undergraduation of 4 years will be able to complete the master program in 1 year. Now, apart from that, last year we also started MTech Computer Science and integrated MSc MTech Computer Science, which will be of 3 years. And in the coming session, we are going to start these new programs, which is the following list: MSc Mathematics, we are going to start MCA, we are going to start MBA, and we are also going to start a master's program in climate change and sustainability. So these were the master programs. As for the bachelor and integrated programs are concerned, as I already mentioned that until last year we had only master's program and PhD program, but last year 24-25 we started BTech, Computer Science and Engineering with 5 tracks. We will be having 5 specializations, then dual degree, BTech MTech, and also integrated MSc and MTech. And this year, our plan is to start BTech in Mathematics and Computing. We are going to start integrated BBA and MBA, and we are also going to start a very special program, integrated BSMS, Interdisciplinary Science. So a couple of words about this course. You see that what has happened is that a student either studies biological sciences or studies mathematics. It's very rare that a student opts for both biology as well as mathematics. So we are going to start a bachelor program which will go up until master's, that a student will be able to study all the 4 science streams: physics, chemistry, mathematics and biology. And the beauty of the program is that even if the student has not studied mathematics or biology in schools, 11th and 12th, so he or she will be having an opportunity to study those streams as well. And we have made sure that, for example, if the student has not studied mathematics in 11th and 12th, so he will not feel that he has not studied. So we shall give bridge courses and elementary courses to bring them at par with the other students. And gradually, the students, so the students will start with all the 4 streams in the first year, and gradually they will drop one by one, and ultimately in the 4th year, they will be specializing in one of the streams. And in that stream, we shall offer honors degree. And then in that honors, if the student want to continue, we shall be offering master's program, master's degree. As far as the PhD is concerned, so until last year, we had PhD in these 7 departments. And now this year, we are going to start PhD in more disciplines, which are the following: arts, design, media, communication, physics, and climate change. And if you look at this, if you look at the heading here, there is a word executive PhD. So I just want to speak a couple of minutes about this executive PhD. So this is a special program, and this is meant for those people who have a very rich professional experience, and then they want to pursue higher study, they want to pursue PhD. So the special thing about this is that we have seen that there may be cases, for example, if somebody has done masters in some science subjects, and after that he takes up, say, job in, say, bank or some financial institution, and he has spent 20 years. So he has specialized in finance, but his master's degree was in science. But now if he wants to pursue PhD, will he be able to do PhD in science or not? By the degree he has in master's, so he is not allowed to do PhD in finance. But since he has interest, he has experience in finance, so we shall offer him PhD in finance also. So this admission will be based upon the qualification as well as the professional experience, and also keeping in view that those people will be in job. So we shall be liberal as far as the coursework and attendance is concerned without compromising the quality of the degree. So this will be a very unique program, Executive PhD. Now again, we are going to start several online courses. Already in January, we started the so-called virtual campus. We name it South Virtual Campus, where we give degrees. So we started MS in data science and artificial intelligence, and also we started some short-term courses, certificate programs in these 4 following areas. And this year, in this session, coming session, we are going to expand it. We are offering master's degree in management, MBA, MCA, integrated BBA, MBA, BCA honors, BS in data science and artificial intelligence. So the advantage of virtual campus is, for those who, because of their job problem or because of some other constraints, if they are not able to join physically our campus, so they will be able to join any one of these programs, online programs. So our mode of admission, director will tell you, but you see that bachelor and master program, the admission will be done through our phone entrance, as well as national level test of any SARC nation, and we will also admit a student on the basis of their merit, which they might have obtained within their boards, like CBSE board in our country. Although we are not going to admit CBSE in India, but the other SAARC countries, so the recognized boards will be allowed. And the PhD exam, the PhD program, we shall be admitting through our own entrance, national fellowship holders, government funded students, and those who are employed in some government or equivalent organization. And in the PhD, the admission will be at any time of the year. So it's not that the admission will be done only in July or in January. So if the student has got his or her own funding, so the admission is on throughout the year. About the academic component of the university, we have variety of open electives. So students of science streams, they study here sociology, they study legal studies, and vice versa. We have South Asian as here. So we have a compulsory course on Introduction to South Asia, which every student is supposed to study, so that keeping in view of the mandate of this university, every student should know something about the neighboring countries also. Scientific events, this is a routine thing here. Every other day we have some of the other talks or workshops or conferences going on. And we have started a very new feature that students will earn credits by attending expert talks. Because what happens is that if we ask the student to attend some lecture, so they hesitate. But we shall devise a mechanism, which we have almost done, that there will be a series of public talks, and if the students attend those talks, so based on the number of lectures they have attended, some credit up to a maximum of 2 credits will be given. We have several categories of scholarships and financial assistance given to all students, bachelor, masters as well as PhD, and these scholarships are based on merit as well as means. And for PhD student, those who are admitted through our entrance test, every student gets monthly stipend, and the travel support to all the PhD students, whether they are admitted through our entrance test or they are coming directly through their own funding or they are even employed. So everybody will get the travel support through which they can go and attend conferences and such scientific events. So I think that is all what I would like to say and about the infrastructure.
Thank you so much, Professor Jain. You see that we have a very vibrant SAU campus. And just to share about our campus, I now invite Professor Pranav Mori, Vice President International Collaboration, to provide an overview about our campus. Professor Mori, please.
A very good afternoon to everybody, respected Professor K.K. Agarwal, and friends from the press and the colleagues. Slide is to be...
Can I just request the PPT to be displayed, please? Thank you. We can switch to Professor Mori's PPT, please. Thank you.
Yeah, so myself, Pranav Mohuri, I'm the VP in charge of international collaborations as well as I'm chairing the Department of Computer Science. I happen to be from Bangladesh. I hope friends from press will be interested to know about this is South Asian University. So it is a wonderful place, as I have seen. I happen to be from Bangladesh and serving here since 2010. I have seen the progress of this, progress and evolution of the university from the very beginning. I could see some students from India to top this, some course, some other students from Nepal to top in some other course, and so on. So in that sense, we could see the realization or experience of South Asianness in this campus. So it's been a wonderful experience. It is very nice to see all of you here in this campus. So I'm just very quickly taking you for a snapshot of the campus, how it has been planned. So if you please see the slide. So this is the wonderful campus that has been planned by our initial authorities. It is placed, as you know, in the most scenic area of the South Delhi. Then next, please. Yeah, so this is how it has been planned. On the front side, the red building and the greens and the oranges are all the faculty house buildings, and on the back side are the hostel buildings. And on the right side is the playing ground and these housings. So this has been the initial plan. Next is, so this is the building for the Faculty of Life Sciences and Art Science. This is the whole campus, the bird's eye view. Please have a look. This is where we are going to welcome the students to have a fruitful stay of 4 or 5 years or 2 years in their respective programs to get the world-class quality education. Next, please. Yeah. So these are all the housing buildings. Again, wonderfully planned, and all the buildings are somehow made to have the solar panels on the top so that the campus will be a green campus all along. So these are the how we have completed all the projects in different phases. Only the bottom row is the pending, the number of hostels and some other buildings which are the universities in discussion with the various government agencies to complete very soon. Yes, please. So these are all the different faculties and buildings. So the last package which the university has taken up, that is 90% of that one has been completed, and we are now going for the package 4 and the final package of the construction. So all the faculty, all the academic buildings are centrally air conditioned, and the generator is there for the full time. For automatic generation of power is there, so there is no power cut. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Mori. I now invite Dr. Kavita Khanna, Director, Admissions and Examination, to provide an overview of the admission process. Dr. Khanna, please.
Thanks, Shweta. As I start my presentation, I am reminded of a beautiful quote, beautiful phrase, which says, one vision, and infinite possibilities. I think we here at the South Asian University are catering to the entire South Asian education system. We are trying to contribute to the needs of the entire South Asia and creating diverse range of opportunities and infinite opportunities and possibilities for the students of the entire South region. As I start my presentation, I'll be sharing you with the entire details of the entire admission process. What are the data, the statistics pertaining to all the courses that have been mentioned as of now. So I'll be talking about increased seats. Now we have 1370 is the number which we are floating for the intake of the current batch. Then I'll be talking about the new bachelor programs. We started out with 11 new undergraduate programs, and they are catering to the diverse range of industry and academia needs. Then we have expanded the higher education also. I'll be talking about that. Then online courses through SAU Virtual Campus and flexible modes of admission that we have introduced, and the scholarship options that we have at SAU. Now if I talk about the total seat matrix that we have, since as you have seen that we have a beautiful campus, a 100-acre campus, as a visual delight in itself, I would say that. And with the stellar leadership, I think this campus has given us the wings. And with the stellar leadership by Professor K.K. Agarwal, we've got the wind beneath our wings. And then I see that sky would be the limit for SAU. And you can see the enrollment increase. Initially it has been on a stable state, and now we are increased, we are moving up, and we have increased the numbers to 1370 as I told you earlier. Now if I talk about the division of these seats, you can see in bachelor program we are offering 600 seats, in master's programs we are offering 720 seats, in our research programs we are offering 50 seats, so in total 1370 is the number. In executive programs and through our virtual campus mode, we are not fixing up the seats as of now. That will depend upon the number of students who are coming. Then if I talk about the bachelor's programs, the 600 seats that we have floated. So in case of bachelor program, we have now launched, earlier we had only BTech CSE. Now we have started out with various specializations which are really very industry oriented and caters to the entire industry needs. And the specialization names are BTech CSE in AI and ML, specialization in data science and AI, specialization in cybersecurity, specialization in business systems and intelligence. And in our dual degree program also, we have all these 4 specializations floating in, and we are offering 240 seats for the BTech CSE and dual degree BTech and MTech programs, with all these specializations included in. Then BTech Mathematics and Computing is something which we have started new, and as I told that we have 120 seats in this program, that is BTech in Mathematics and Computing. So it's basically it caters to the mathematical and computing needs of the society. Then integrated BSMS, as Professor Jain has already told you about it, we have 180 seats in that, and integrated BBA MBA program would have 60 seats. Now if I talk about the master's programs, in case of our master's program, we started with MS Mathematics also in addition to our applied mathematics course. Then we have 60 seats almost in all, but in case of LLM we have 120, and in case of MBA we have 120.
In MS Climate Change and Sustainability, we are starting up with 30 seats as of now. Now, if I talk about the research programs, as I told you, we have 50 seats in all, and media, arts and design, physics, and then climate change are the new areas we are floating in the research programs. These are the virtual campus courses, which we have, you've already seen the list that would come up. Now, if I talk about the modes of admission, this year we are really putting in an ease to the students because we are giving them diverse range of options in which they can apply to SAU. One is through SAU entrance test mode, that has always been there. But this time we are introducing the direct mode for all the students. In case the student belongs to India, all the national level eligibility test scores would be considered. We'll consider CUET, we'll consider CAT, SAT, NET. So all the national level eligibility tests would be there. For other SAARC nations, candidates will consider their national level eligibility test as well as will consider the marks obtained in the qualifying examination also. These are the test centers in India if the student wants to appear in the test center. So these are the test center lists where the student can appear for the physical tests in India. While in case of non-Indian students, they can sit at their home and they can appear in our entrances through the proctored-based online AI-based test. Now this is the schedule of the entrance test, and that has been updated on the website also. The students can see. We have grouped certain categories of the entrance test, like for BTech, all the BTech programs integrated, MSc, MTech, there are certain programs which have been grouped, and for that a common entrance test would be there, and this schedule is very much available on our website. We have aligned the timings of the entrance test to all the SAARC nations, and the students can appear so that the students can appear parallelly in the entrance test, whether they are appearing physically or whether they are sitting at their home and appearing in the proctor-based test. This is the fee structure that we have. There are some components for one-time fee, and there are some components for the semester fee, and again that is available. If you want to check in the details, you can visit our website. These are the scholarships. We have been very generous in giving these scholarships. If a student is meritorious and needs a scholarship, I think they are welcome to come to SAU. And if I talk about the last year data, 353 scholarships. The students, 353 students have benefited out of the various scholarship schemes that we had. We had SAU President Scholarship, SAARC Silver Jubilee Scholarship, SAU Merit Scholarship, SAU Free Ship with Stipend, SAU Free Ship without Stipend, SAU PhD Scholarship, and STS for PhD students. In terms of the students have benefit in terms of monthly stipend, tuition fee waivers, hostel fee waivers, startup allowance, backup allowance. So all these things have been a part of our scholarship scheme earlier. So with this, I thank you all for joining this, and I hope the entire details would help the students in India and across the SAARC nations to fill the form and apply and take use of the opportunities, diverse opportunities that are available at SAU. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Khanna. With this, now I invite our Honorable President, South Asian University, Professor K.K. Agarwal, for his presidential remarks. Professor K.K. Agarwal.
नहीं बैठेंगे।
हजुर नै उहाँको घर भन्नुभयो, घर हरियाणा उहाँको घर हरियाणा भने हरियाणै हो क्या, माइते नेपाल हो।
माइते भए पनि नेपाली बोल्नु
माइती नेपाल हजुरको घर चाहिँ हरियाणा, उहाँ चाहिँ हरियाणाकै हो।
हरियाणा
पछाडि त आउँदैन होला।
हाम्रो इन्द्र कमल झ्यारुजी, पोखरेलजी, देवी शर्मा, हिजा हो जाओ। साउथ एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी न्यू दिल्लीबाट जाओ।
कोर्स वर्क किसी और जगह से किया है और वही कोर्सेज हमारे यहाँ पर भी हैं, तो वो उसको दोबारा नहीं करना पड़ेगा। तो पीएचडी में तो ऑलरेडी ये इम्प्लीमेंटेड है, लेकिन जैसे आपने बताया कि यूपी में या ईपी में एमईपी के तहत तो ये है, लेकिन मुझे नहीं लगता कि सही तरीके से वहाँ पर भी अभी इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं हो पा रहा है। तो अगर वो इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाए तो हमारा तो फिर एमईपी विद इन इंडिया क्या वी शैल एक्सपेंड इट टू द एंटायर साउथ रीजन।
अगर आप इसका देखेंगे रिसर्च इस पर किया जाए व्हाट स्टूडेंट फील्स, ये पाएंगे कि लोगों का ये इस तरीके का रुझान है कि लोग चाहते हैं कि जहाँ मैं कन्वेंशनल तरीके से पढ़ रहा हूँ या पढ़ रही हूँ, वहाँ पे वो चीज़ मिल नहीं रहा है। एज पर द इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स को वहाँ पे फैसिलिटी मिल नहीं रहा है। तो दे आर नाउ एक्चुअली एकदम कंप्रेस्ड हो। अगर उनको इस तरीके का कुछ फैसिलिटी मिलेगा तो वो भी यूनिवर्सिटी चाहेगी कि मैं भी अपने बच्चों को यहाँ से नया चीज़ दे पाऊँ, इनोवेशन जो इंट्रोड्यूस कर पाऊँ, जो कि लोग दूसरे कर रहे हैं, बाकी बच्चे वहाँ पर रिटेन हो। इट इज़ लाइक यू नो जैसे इंश्योरेंस में होता है।
बिल्कुल मैं आपकी बात से पूरी तरीके से सहमत हूँ। जैसे अगर आप लोग रिकॉल करें तो अभी मोदी जी ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया है 1 नेशन 1 सब्सक्रिप्शन। तो क्या हम इसको 1 नेशन 1 डिग्री से नहीं रिप्लेस कर सकते? तो अगर इस तरीके का कुछ हो जाए तो स्टूडेंट को कितनी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी मिलेगी कि वो कुछ क्रेडिट कहीं से कर ले, कुछ क्रेडिट कहीं से कर ले। इट विल बी अ वंडरफुल।
बहुत बढ़िया,
बहुत शुक्रिया सर। साउथ एशिया जो सेशन है इस बारे में क्या कहना है? साउथ एशिया यूनिवर्सिटी के बारे में थोड़ा विस्तार से बताएं, क्या लॉन्चिंग हुई है और फिर क्या?
साउथ एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी में बहुत से नए कोर्स शुरू हो रहे हैं नेक्स्ट ईयर से, जिसमें मैनेजमेंट के कोर्सेज हैं, कंप्यूटर के डिफरेंट डायमेंशन, AI, IoT, डेटा साइंस, इसमें कोर्सेज हैं। वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए कोर्सेज हैं। एक ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन में बहुत बड़ा स्टेप लिया जा रहा है ताकि जो लोग अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते जॉब को छोड़ के आना, वो भी पढ़ सके। और सार्क देशों में जिन बच्चों को कभी वीज़ा की प्रॉब्लम आती है या मीन्स नहीं है, वो भी डिग्री ले सकें इस यूनिवर्सिटी में।
सर, जिस मकसद से बनाया गया था यूनिवर्सिटी, उससे थोड़ा सा हटके हो रहा है, तो कैसे कहते हैं?
नहीं, हटके नहीं हो रहा, सिर्फ एक्सपेंशन हो रहा है। हाँ। ये यूनिवर्सिटी बना ही इसलिए था कि सार्क देशों की जो कॉमन रिक्वायरमेंट है उसको मीट किया जा सके। वो तो
सभी को शामिल करने में कहीं ना कहीं दिक्कत आ रही है।
नहीं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं आ रही, कोई दिक्कत नहीं आ रही, सारे वही हो रहे हैं, सिर्फ एक्सपेंशन हो रहा है।
इसमें जो स्टूडेंट्स के एडमिशन का प्रोसेस क्या है और किस तरह है?
स्टूडेंट के एडमिशन का एक तो हमारा अपना एंट्रेंस टेस्ट है, जिसके लिए भारत में बहुत से सेंटर्स बनते हैं। दूसरे देशों में हम सेंटर बनाते हैं, लेकिन बहुत से सेंटर तो दूसरे देशों में नहीं बनाए जा सकते थे। इसलिए इस साल हमने फैसला किया कि दूसरे देशों के बच्चे अपने घर से ही प्रॉक्टर एंट्रेंस टेस्ट ले सकते हैं, जो आज का सॉफ्टवेयर द्वारा हो सकता है। और तीसरा मैंने ये कहा कि यदि किसी और देश का भी कोई नेशनल एंट्रेंस टेस्ट हो, उसको भी हम मान्यता दे देंगे। जैसे भारत में हम बीटेक के बच्चों के एडमिशन के लिए साउ का एंट्रेंस टेस्ट लेते हैं और जेईई भी लेते हैं, इसी तरह से किसी और देश का भी कोई स्टैंडर्ड टेस्ट हो तो उसको भी हम।
सर, जो फॉरनर, मैं पूछूंगा, फॉरनर जो नेपाल से या और कहीं कंट्री से आते हैं, तो उनके लिए क्या एग्जामिनेशन पास करना पड़ेगा बीटेक के लिए?
उनको बीटेक के लिए या तो साउथ एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी के एंट्रेंस टेस्ट पास करें, या यदि वो भारत में हो, जेईई भी अलाउड है कुछ फॉरेन बच्चों को, जेईई पास करें तो भी ठीक है, या वो उनके देश का कोई एंट्रेंस टेस्ट होता हो तो उसको पास करें तो ठीक है।
थैंक यू, धन्यवाद।
मैनेजमेंट के कोर्सेज शुरू किए हैं, साइंस का एक बहुत इनोवेटिव कोर्स शुरू किया है, क्लाइमेट चेंज, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस जैसे इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी सब्जेक्ट में कोर्स शुरू किया है, और वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए एग्जीक्यूटिव एमबीए और एग्जीक्यूटिव पीएचडी कोर्सेज शुरू किए हैं, ताकि उनको इस बात की दिक्कत न महसूस हो कि हम रेगुलर एडमिशन के लिए हमारे पास समय नहीं और हम डिग्री से वंचित रहे।
कई एनजीओ और ट्रस्ट भी इस पर काम करते हैं, उन लोगों को क्या जोड़ने के लिए है साउथ एशियन?
डिपेंड करता है, मुझे उसके डिटेल में जाना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि एनजीओ और ट्रस्ट की क्वालिटी में बहुत वेरिएशन है। साउथ एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी से किसी को जोड़ने के लिए मुझे उसके क्रेडेंशियल।
आपने एग्जीक्यूटिव खासतौर से पीएचडी के लिए से बात की, सर एमबीए एग्जीक्यूटिव भी शुरू हुआ था, बहुत ज़्यादा सफल नहीं हो पाया।
बहुत ज़्यादा सफल, क्योंकि 2-3 चीज़ होती है, रिगर तो लाना ही पड़ेगा। वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स को यदि साथ में डिग्री करनी है तो उसको भी अपनी कमर कसनी पड़ेगी कि मुझे बहुत मेहनत करनी है, घर भी देखना है, प्रोफेशन भी देखना है, पढ़ाई भी देखना है, तो उसमें कई बार नहीं हो पाता। हम क्वालिटी को कंप्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे सफलता के लिए, क्योंकि यदि एक इंटरनेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी में क्वालिटी बचाएगी तो वो भी ठीक नहीं होगा, ना हमसे भी ना नेशन।
बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत धन्यवाद। क्या दोस्तों से ये
पूछना चाहूँगा कि यहाँ के जो यूनिवर्सिटी में जो विद्यार्थी हैं, खासतौर में इस वक्त खासतौर पर कीट यूनिवर्सिटी के व्यवहार की वजह से नेपाल के पूरे विश्व में भारत का कहीं ना कहीं नाम खराब हुआ है। तो नेपाल के अभिभावक और नेपाल के विद्यार्थी और नेपाल सरकार भी इस बात में एक शंकास्पद में आ गया कि भारत के साथ जो विद्यार्थी भेज रहे हैं वो हम क्या करना चाहिए में आ गए, सोचने में आ गए हैं। इस विवाद की वजह से सिर्फ एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं, पूरे दिल्ली के या पूरे भारत के यूनिवर्सिटी में फर्क पड़ रहा है, तो इसको लेकर आप क्या कहते हैं?
ऐसा है, मेरे ख्याल से एक इंसिडेंट को इतना नहीं महान समझना चाहिए। खासतौर पर इस यूनिवर्सिटी में नेपाल के बच्चे शुरू से पढ़ रहे हैं और हमेशा ही अच्छा वातावरण रहा है। कभी भी, मैं तो अभी साल से आया, लेकिन कभी भी कोई शिकायत का मौका किसी नेपाली बच्चे से नहीं मिला। नेपाल के टीचर्स हमारे यहाँ हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। नेपाल के नॉन टीचिंग है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। तो ये एक इंसिडेंट हुआ जो गलत हुआ, लेकिन उसकी वजह से ऐसा कोई सीरियस प्रभाव नहीं समझना चाहिए। नेपाल के प्रति भारत का रवैया हमेशा ही पॉजिटिव रहा है। और
जैसे कि मैं पूछना चाहूँगा, नेपाल एक ऐसा कंट्री है जिस पर कोई वीज़ा नहीं है, एक प्रदेश की तरह ही उसको ट्रीट भी किया जाता है। हालांकि बॉर्डर अलग है, सरकार अलग है, विचार अलग होंगे, लेकिन रोटी बेटी या संस्कार संस्कृति एक ही है। तो कहीं ना कहीं और कंट्रियों के साथ उसको समावेश किया जाता है। तो नेपाल बेशक नियरेस्ट कंट्री तो है ही, लेकिन नियरेस्ट के साथ साथ में भूटान के तरह ही थोड़ा कम से कम पूरा बॉर्डर ओपन बॉर्डर की तरह है, ये बहुत ही कम मिलता है। और नेपाल जिन हिसाब से और भी कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा विचार कहीं ना कहीं लोगों का जो आ रहा है, जैसे प्रोफेसर लेवल में बोलना कि भाई आपके जीडीपी से ज़्यादा हमारी कॉलेज है क्या ना, या तुम्हारी एमबीएससी की ऐसी की तैसी बोलना, इस तरह से सवार व्यवहार क्या शोभा देता है? ये
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं देता, और जो गलत है सो गलत ही रहेगा। लेकिन ये बात आपकी ठीक है कि नेपाल से जो भारत के संबंध हैं वो सिर्फ देश टू देश वाले नहीं है।
हाँ।
इतने लोगों का आपस में शादी ब्याह हुआ है, आना जाना है कई बॉर्डर से, तो इसलिए वो उस एंगल से हमारा सांस्कृतिक संबंध ज़्यादा है। और ये जो बच्चों ने कह दिया या किसी ने कह दिया गलत है, लेकिन अब जब जनता ज़्यादा होती है तो किसी को नहीं कभी समझ में आता।
बिल्कुल, धार्मिक क्षेत्र में भी जैसे पशुपतिनाथ मंदिर जो है, क्या कैलाश मंदिर जो है हमारा जो है, जब तक हम जो है दर्शन नहीं करते तब तक हम पशुपति नहीं।
हम आपको बताते, पिछले बार हम नेपाल में थे महाशिवरात्रि के दिन।
हाँ जी।
तो मुझे बहुत लोगों ने कहा कि आज तो जाना असंभव है।
हाँ जी।
और वो 15,000 की टिकट लें फिर भी मुश्किल है। मैंने कहा नहीं, भगवान की दया से पशुपति नाथ जी के पास आज मैं महाशिवरात्रि पे हूँ तो हम जाएंगे। तो हम गए। तो ये जो आप कह रहे हैं ये संस्कृति तो सिमिलर है। तो नेपाल और भारत में अभी इतने नेपाली काम करते हैं यहाँ, कोई संस्कृति में कभी कोई दिक्कत नहीं। ये एक आइसोलेटेड इंसिडेंट हुआ है, तो मेरा यही कहना होगा कि इस आइसोलेटेड इंसिडेंट को आइसोलेटेड इंसिडेंट की ही तरह देखा जाए, और जिसने कहा उससे गलती हुआ, लेकिन इसको राष्ट्रीय भावना से नहीं जोड़ना चाहिए।
मैं तमाम नेपाली पब्लिक, नेपाली विद्यार्थी, नेपाल सरकार और विश्व में रह रहे नेपाली की भावना जो कहीं ना कहीं चोट पहुंची है, उस पर भी आप खासतौर में एक टीम है एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी के, इस विषय में आप दर्शकों को बता दें।
देखिए, जो भावना को चोट पहुंची है उसको तो टाइम के साथ ही ठीक होना होगा, लेकिन एससीयू यूनिवर्सिटी में जितने नेपाली छात्र हैं या एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं या टीचर हैं, कभी कोई शिकायत का मौका नहीं हुआ, और वो उतने ही सौहार्द से रहते हैं जितने भारतीय बच्चे, और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है ये रहेगा। और मैंने बाकी भी कई यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में नेपाली बच्चे देखे हैं, कहीं भी कोई समस्या नहीं आई। तो मैं फिर यही कहूँगा कि ये जो एक आइसोलेटेड इंसिडेंट हुआ है, इससे अपने दिलों को प्रभाव ना किया जाए। इसको एक जैसे होता है कि कोई गलत बात हो गई वन से भाई, उसी रूप एक्सीडेंट के रूप में देखा जाए और इसको छोड़ दिया जाए।
बिल्कुल, आगे भी नेपाली चाहे यूनिवर्सिटी में हो, विद्यार्थी हो या कोई आम नागरिक भी हो, एक की गलती से सबको समावेश करना भी कहीं ना कहीं भारत की तरफ से भी गलती हो रही है। और अंतिम में ये कहूँगा कि जो आपके यूनिवर्सिटी में कोर्स हैं, हमारी पब्लिक में ये कोर्स है, आप इस कोर्स में इस ढंग से आप आ सकते हैं, हमारे कॉलेज में आपका स्वागत है। हाँ। इस तरह से आप तो सब दे रख दीजिए, कौन कौन से कोर्स?
हमारे यहाँ जो कोर्स हैं, इकोनॉमिक्स, लॉ, मैथमेटिक्स, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, सोशियोलॉजी, इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस, कंप्यूटर साइंस, और अगले साल जो नए कोर्स ऐड होंगे, मैनेजमेंट,
बीटेक भी हो रहा है।
बीटेक, हाँ बीटेक, और अगले साल जो होंगे बीबीए, एमबीए, एमसीए, और वर्चुअल के ऑनलाइन भी होंगे। तो इस हर कोर्स में नेपाली बच्चों का स्वागत है, और हर कोर्स में नेपाल की सीटें रिजर्व हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि कुछ दूसरे देशों से बच्चे नहीं आ पा रहे, तो मुझे ये लगता है कि ये नेपाल के बच्चे अपने कोटा से ज़्यादा भी आना चाहेंगे, तो भी हम उनका स्वागत करेंगे, हम उनको ले पाएंगे।
बिल्कुल। एनवीआई न्यूज़ के लिए समय दिया, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नमस्कार। जय
नमस्कार। ओके।